Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TNN Raw and Uncut, where you get nothing but news delivered to you with no filter and no script by none other than Tommy Sotomayor.
Breaking news, nigga. Breaking news. Hello, everyone. I'm Tommy Sotomayor, and I am using for the first time my new Rode microphone here, the NTG 2G. Make sure I say it right. The NTG 2. And now I'm not using it right. I'm not supposed to hold it like this, but I'm going to do that anyway because I don't have anything to hold it over my head. But what I want to talk about is, first off, why the hell do I have 73,000 subscribers on this channel and I haven't been using it? Something's not right. It's time for me to get back on it. This is TNN News Raw, number 1. Now, you see the man right there over my shoulder? That's George Zimmerman. This story was sent to me by Larry Holmes. Now, I'm in the middle of trying to move out of this house and get on the road so I can be in Vegas in the morning. But I had to do this story before I leave, and still pretty junky. So what I want you guys to take a look at is take a look at HLN's version of what they believe, and then you're going to hear my version right here on TNN News Raw. Now go ahead and roll that half black, half beautiful bean refried, what is he in again? Footage.
George Zimmerman arrested again. He was taken into custody about an hour ago after Seminole County Sheriff's deputies were called after some sort of disturbance. You're looking at an aerial shot of the scene where he was arrested. The Orlando Sentinel is reporting it involved some type of domestic dispute involving his now girlfriend. Over the summer, police were called to his home, you may remember, just after his wife, Shelley, filed for divorce. She claimed that Zimmerman hit her father. And just last week, prosecutors decided not to file charges regarding that. George Zimmerman was acquitted in the death of Trayvon Martin. The story was first reported on Twitter. And Vinny joins me now. You talked to Trayvon Martin's parents. You also covered the story at length. What do you think when you hear about this? George Zimmerman in trouble again? Yeah,
and is this a picture, is this the true George Zimmerman? What's going on here? Who has this much interaction with law enforcement?
Not many people.
Who gets pulled over or arrested or police responding to their home more than this guy? It's unreal, and I'm curious as to which girlfriend this is, because we know part of the evidence that didn't come in the Trayvon Martin case was George Zimmerman's past and how he had mutual restraining orders with an ex-fiancée. And I don't know if he got back with her, and if this is the same person that he has a history with, or if this is another woman. We know there was the disturbance when he was at his soon-to-be, I guess, ex-father-in-law's house where he was living, and problems with Shelley Zimmerman. So it just seems that there is a true pattern taking form here. And why on earth? What does that tell us about the guy we're looking at here, George Zimmerman?
As an attorney, were you surprised that was not led into the Trayvon Martin case? Doesn't it show us, or the jury, if you will, the type of person or maybe personality that this guy has and whether he's able to snap?
That's what courts want to prevent. They want you to be judged on just that particular incident. They don't want the jury to know anything about you except what happened at that moment, which some could argue, is a fault in our system, but it's set up that way to make it more difficult for prosecutors and to keep innocent people from being prosecuted for something when they have a history of bad behavior.
You did an excellent job talking to Trayvon Martin's parents. Your heart breaks for them, no matter what you believe happened on that day. And I can't imagine what they're feeling when they hear these stories of Zimmerman in trouble again. Yeah. And they're thinking, why was he able to kill my son and get away with it? Now he's coming back. And his violent behavior, or so we hear.
Yeah, and I think what they think when they see this is this tells us what happened that night. This tells us the truth about what happened that night. Who was the aggressor? Who wasn't the aggressor? Who was out for a fight that night and who wasn't? And I think that's probably what they're thinking about if they're listening to this. But here's the other part of this. He never gets prosecuted for anything, by the way.
Right.
Even when he was accused of assaulting an undercover police officer at a nightclub down there, nothing really happened to him as a result of that. The prior incident with his ex, nothing with that. I think two of the three times he's been pulled over, he's just been given a warning. The Shelley Zimmerman, there's a broken iPod or iPad. Nothing happens. We'll see if anything happens here. My guess is probably nothing.
Right. Innocent till proven guilty, but can the police be wrong this many times? Can you just be a victim of circumstance this many times? Seems far-fetched.
Zimmerman does whatever a white man can. Shoots a boy dead in the chest, lay him down straight to rest. Look out, here comes George Zimmerman. Is he white? We can't tell, cause on Facebook he gave Mexican hell. Saved some white folks up out of a truck. Is he a hero? We don't give a fuck. Look out. Here comes George Zimmerman. He does what white folks can. Walk around with a 9 in his hand. His name is Zimmerman. Yeah. Y'all remember the man who saved white folks out of a truck? George Zimmerman is back in the news, and there you saw it. The woolly bearded man over here to my right, he was pulled over for speeding 60 and a 45. Was given a warning. I was pulled over going 10 miles over, was given a ticket. Mr. Zimmerman, who's 30 years old, had a woman who said she was frightened. And that woman's name is Sarah Tyler. She's 26 years old. She's dating Mr. Zimmerman, and she called the police, said she was scared. Here's what I'm going to say about that. They did the same thing to O.J. Simpson. And anybody that is infamous for something, they are going to continue to mess with you. First off, ladies, the man is a killer. Second off, ladies, the man has beat his other wife, so they say. Why are you now dating him and then being allowed to call the police? I'm just going to throw this out there. If you know your man has a history of pound caking folks, then you should not be allowed to call 911 at all if you knew this and dated him. Now, if you didn't know it, yes, you got caught by surprise. You got caught like Michael Jordan on John Paxson. You got caught off guard. You did like Barry Bonds. You came out of left field. But other than that, no. You knew what you was getting into. That's like me dating a woman with AIDS and getting mad that I now have AIDS. Shouldn't be allowed to do that. But Miss Sarah decided that, you know what, I'm going to call the police because he's been menacing. That's another one I don't understand. How do you menace a motherfucker? I don't know. I know Dennis used to menace Mr. Wilson, but I digress. I don't understand. Are they trying to get the man put in jail like they did OJ? And if so, this shows the system doesn't work when people can just set you up. George Zimmerman shouldn't be dating. His wife leaving him. He got him a girlfriend. I'm not telling him he shouldn't want no ass. But here's the problem. Apparently chasing ass is going to get him in trouble because it's the same thing that, well, OJ got in trouble for chasing ass. He got in trouble for that a couple times. They finally got him on the damn trying to get his shit back. But eventually you got to realize these people around you are trying to screw you over. So you have to avoid them at all costs. Period. You can't play around. You have to avoid them at all costs. But George Zimmerman is refusing to do that. Why, Mr. Zimmerman? Why? Tell him that is human nature. I can't wait to see how this sounds. Anyway, I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's messed up that whenever you become infamous for something, you literally have to disappear. Because you could be innocent, but you got to disappear. If Jerry Sandusky had got off, remember what happened to Michael Jackson? Every little boy was talking about people were letting their damn sons hang around Michael Jackson and then talking about he molested my boy. Your boy deserved it at that point. But this is what happens. Anytime you get known for something, hell, if you get known for tricking for hoes, they're going to call you up anytime they need a bill paid because that's what you do. You trick. Why you think they call me up now? Because I fuck. That's what I'm known for doing. But anyway, I want to know you guys' thoughts on this. Is this something that's small and doesn't matter, or this is just him getting his comeuppance? Should we use the justice system like they're going back, tried to get Michael Jackson, got O.J. Simpson? Should we be allowed to use the justice system like this? And why does it appear that it's mostly women who use the justice? Well, I don't know. I think everybody, but it's mostly women who get a chance to use the justice system to get at a dude. Dude been acquitted of rape, somebody else gonna lay down with him and say he raped them. It's the stupidest thing to me. I don't know if George Zimmerman did what they say he did, but if all these people are saying that he beaten them, shouldn't women probably not date him? I don't know. Anyway, I'm Tommy Sotomayor, and this is TNN News Raw 1. And why didn't y'all tell me it has 73,000 subscribers? I'm out.
Fucking believable. 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 Fucking believable.